Hey, welcome to the first ever Backseat Noise set with Cult Love. Thank you for tuning in. Today we're here with Matt Hex, OG of Oklahoma Noise, Tulsa Noise Pro Generator, the Big Bone Daddy himself, Pro number one. Matt Hex, thanks for being here, man.
Thank you, man.
It's a privilege, dude. So I guess we'll start with the boring stuff. Can you tell us just who you are, where you're based out of?
Matthew Hendricks, go by Matt Hex, based out of Stillwell, and anywhere where I can lay my head at, pretty much. I've operated out of Fort Smith, Fayetteville, hopefully Tulsa for the foreseeable future, and yeah, that's where I'm at.
Fucking pimp, dude. Fucking pimp. How would you, what is your project or your primary project, do you feel like? And how would you describe it? How long have you been doing it?
I was trying to put this in retrospect, and honestly, it's been probably Bonemagic. I've been doing it since 2001.
Damn, yeah.
You know,
that's amazing.
We had a friend of mine who had passed away a couple years ago. We had a project, and it was just kind of like AC worship or something like that. Terrible recordings, and we did. I had a doom band for a hot minute, but yeah, the noise thing has always been like kind of relegated either to the back or the forefront. But around, I want to say 2007, like it really came to fruition, and yeah. But I think my most longest standing project has been Video Nasty, which was like a noise core thing, but yeah. Not really doing it as much anymore.
Right.
So,
well, how would you? I know Bonemagic like the back of my hand, but I feel like Bonemagic was one of those projects that can really like kind of transcend a lot of genres and styles and audiences. But and I could describe it one way, but how would you describe Bonemagic to somebody who had no idea?
It's really performative based. I will tend to like record the music beforehand, and there was a time where like I brought all the gear, I brought a keyboard and drum machine and all that stuff though, but I got more stuck behind a table performing, and it wasn't as engaging.
Totally.
So I think around 2015 I started doing more like relegating it to backing tracks, and doing some aspects of it live, and being more performative, and that's when it really hit full speed, so.
Totally, dude. I've always described Bonemagic to people who haven't seen the project before. It's honestly, it's like watching ballet or something. It's like very highly performative, very nuanced and thoughtful. It's easily been one of my favorite projects over the years. But, I mean, I guess in general, like, how did you get into noise?
It was kind of like, I would get these catalogs in the mail from Relapse Records, and I wouldn't ever order anything until a couple years later though, but it had like descriptions of noise albums, and they had like a bigger like noise section in the back, and I would read about like Death Squad and Death Pile and all these like
deaths.
Yeah, I mean, it was just turn of the century, man. Everyone was just obsessed with it,
Yeah, totally.
And there was a band called Halo, which was kind of like Swan's Worship though, but it sounded like stuff I could play, like it sounded like stuff that I didn't need any kind of training to play or whatever though. And yeah, then Agoraphobic Nosebleed, I really like that and stuff though. But that's kind of where like I got my like seed planted, and just, man, the first noise stuff I made was honestly using Windows Media like recorder.
Yeah, fucking sick.
And just like yelling into it, slowing it down, stretching it out, slowing it down, stretching it out, and you get all this like bit degradation in it, and wasn't good. It's terrible. But I put that out as Manuel.
Wow, that's sick.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And it sucked bad, dude.
That's the cool part about noise, though. Is like that's what always drew me to it, at least, was like the kind of like the malleability of it, and like any medium, any media, any time. I guess, like, to be cliche, do you have a favorite noise project or a favorite label that you would cite as being like, this is kind of my all-time fave of the genre?
Man, if I'm not going with like anything currently, and I went with like what started me, it would have to be Relapse had a big hand in it, like, you know, pre 2005, but they had a sub label called Desolation House, which was like what really fucking brought it into me, you know, because they had like Angel of Decay, which is like, I believe, the dude from a Death Pile, Dead World. They had Subterranean Source, I think Japanese Comedy Torture. Yeah, that one. That Voltage Monster album.
Yeah.
That's how I got Jay Randall, dude. Fucking Jay Randall was a big influence, man.
Mutual.
But yeah, like that's, I would have to say Desolation House as like that little small little sub like label. But currently, like, no ass kissing though, but y'all like dropped some really great stuff.
That's kind.
Deathbed.
Yeah, of course.
Phage took a chance on me and stuff though. And there's a lot of others that I'm looking forward to hopefully like working with though, but definitely like had to shout those out, you know.
Absolute, bro. Absolute. Okay, favorite piece of gear? I know you're the guy to ask because you're a gearhead, man.
I mean, everyone will say it would be the death metal distortion though, but my favorite piece of gear right now is my octave. Yeah. My Aguilar octave, man.
Just, that's a pretty clutch.
Because it's just like a little mixer. It puts like low in there. It's simple enough just so I can turn one knob and not have to worry about 30 knobs. I'm kind of a caveman peer guy, like pedal guy. Yeah,
that's sick though.
I was never a modular guy.
Yeah,
I respect it. I respect it a lot.
Yeah,
though.
I respect the game, but I'm not indulging myself. Okay, here's another kind of cliche. Who or what would your dream collab be? If you could work with anyone or any label at any time, who would it be? Or what would it be?
Man, that's what's so great about noise though, is like everyone's pretty accessible, you know? But dream collab, man, I would have to say like, I might have to edit this in post.
No, I mean, that's high key a hard question though.
It is, man, it is.
And it kind of changes, you know, on a period basis, I feel like.
You know, probably Randall, man.
Yeah.
I'd like to work with Randall.
That's an admirable answer.
You know, because
he's a top contender for me too.
Because like he's such a recluse, you know, but you know, remember like during the grindcore karaoke days, he was always out there, and now he's like, you might be able to find him on Twitter.
Yeah,
maybe, you know.
Right.
So yeah,
really, dude. Okay, here's another kind of classic noise question: best set you've ever seen, or one of your favorites at least.
Okay. So personal favorite set was, I want to say it was like 2016, and it was a body inflation sequence.
Ooh.
So that was like Jeffy from Austin, Texas. He's got a project called Gay Death now.
Totally.
But he brought a cab out, and he had like a microphone and like a Metal Master Digitech pedal and some other stuff though, and just was like crushing it with feedback, man. I mean, I love that, you know, the primitive nature of it though. But if I'm going to say like a personal, like, or within the last year, I want to say Leah P at Flawfest.
Yeah.
She did a really great set, and everyone was like infectious with her energy and stuff, you know. And that was like it turned people from this into like, they were like jumping around and stuff.
Yeah. Totally. Okay, to wrap it up, man, the classics. Shout outs, anything you got coming up for your projects that you want to mention, or anything we should be keeping on the lookout for?
So Licking Wounds is doing a collab with Arita.
Fuck yeah.
About NASCAR.
Also, fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
I mean, that's like, I think that's going to come to fruition here soon, hopefully. I got a I got 2 albums coming out on Hate Track.
Yep. Fucking also sick as shit.
A collab with Never Sorry and the Stalking debut, Hate Track. So.
Man, that's pretty heavy duty. That's like a nice little stack. Man, I think you'd be hard pressed to find anybody else with as many cool shit coming up, man.
Man, I'll actually change my collab. It was Sean.
Never Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, like, he never collabs with anyone. And I talked to him on the phone, and he was like, yeah, I don't do that. Hardly, you know? And he said, yes, and I was like, yeah, man, hell yeah. So, yeah, that's my dream collab, and it's come true, so.
Well, man, you put your time in. You're an OG in the game. You're undeniably one of the best to do it, dude. And the longest, man. You're a huge inspiration for me personally. Appreciate having you on, bro.
Oh, thank you.
We'll get to it. We'll hit the we'll hit the noise set next. All right, baby. We're back. Stalking with Matt fucking Hex. There we have it. Thank you again, Matt Hex, aka Stalking.
Thank you.